Halo guys, kembali lagi di channel kajipuat. Kali ini kita akan mereaction video guys. Ada seorang bule yang menghina Indonesia, bendera Indonesia ditaruh pantat guys. Ayo kita nonton videonya, let's go. Boniblue.
Turns out the Bali man haven't finished with me just yet, and they're still over there.
This was more than a foolish behavior, it was more like an attack to Indonesia's dignity and pride. She was spitting and she was trampling on our dignity and pride and symbol of freedom.
She is about to learn really quick, when you go to another country, you do have to respect their laws. If they do take this all the way, she could face up to 15 years in prison. Some people believe she will simply be deported, others believe she will indeed be prosecuted. Indonesia is known for taking these things extremely seriously, especially with foreigners.
Again, remember, you are a guest in the country. It doesn't matter if you think something is a good idea or it's right to step into a dispute or whatever it happens to be. Remember, represent yourself properly.
It doesn't matter where you come from, please just respect each other.
Boniblue, seorang kreator konten dewasa asal Inggris, kini merasakan konsekuensi dari tindakannya setelah berurusan dengan aturan di Indonesia. Langkahnya yang dianggap melewati batas membuat publik bereaksi keras. Netizen Indonesia menyerbu media sosialnya, sementara suara peringatan juga datang dari warga asing yang tinggal maupun mengenal Indonesia. Kasus ini menjadi bukti bahwa ketika simbol negara dan harga diri bangsa tersentuh, reaksi Indonesia bisa jauh lebih besar dari yang dibayangkan.
Belum tahu dia kalau netizen Indonesia gimana kejamnya, hey guys.
Bali man haven't finished with me just yet, and they're still over there.
Tahu dia macam sama netizen duluan.
Social media personality Boniblue has been arrested in central London on suspicion of fraud. The 27-year-old was detained by Metropolitan Police near Oxford Circus this afternoon after officers stopped a car she was...
Right, stop talking to each other for a minute until we work this out, okay? Right, what are you doing here today then? Right, okay. And whose vehicle is this? Okay. Right, well, she's going to be coming in. We'll check, come back on the dot. She's going to be able to police station. We can't do any more details.
Boniblue was detained in Bali last Friday, and she is about to learn really quick, when you go to another country, you do have to respect their laws. Now, if you don't know who Boniblue is, please skip this video. I am not going to be the person to explain that to you.
Dia ini ketangkapnya kayaknya di Bali ya, yang viral itu ya guys.
If you do know who she is, let me tell you what's going on. Boniblue, whose real name is Tia Billinger, was detained in Bali on Friday, December 5th, 2025. Authorities say that she was there doing a tour which she promoted online. And for that tour, she was using a bus branded with the name Bang Bus. According to multiple reports, Boniblue and multiple men were engaging in activities that go against Indonesia's very strict anti-pornography laws. These laws prevent creating or distributing adult content of any kind, and the punishment for going against these laws can be very severe in Indonesia. Now, police say that 17 men were detained alongside Boniblue, many of those men being Australian tourists. Most of them have already been released, but Boniblue has not. As part of this investigation, police have seized filming equipment, electronic devices, the branded vehicle, and other items tied to the alleged content creation. As of right now, Boniblue has not been convicted of anything. She is under investigation. If they do take this all the way, she could face up to 15 years in prison.
Kayaknya ini orang sudah dilaporin ke polisi oleh kedutaan Indonesia kalau gak salah itu. Komen ya guys kalau
People believe she will simply be deported, others believe she will indeed be prosecuted. Indonesia is known for taking these things extremely seriously, especially with foreigners. Let me know your thoughts on this and what you think is going to happen. I'm keeping an eye on it. Allegedly, they're going to make some sort of decision as to next steps within the first 48 hours. So until then, let me know your thoughts and your predictions, and I'll update you when there's news.
If you've been seeing loads of videos on your TikTok about Boniblue and you don't know who the hell she is, I'm going to tell you. So you may have seen recently that Boniblue was a guest on Grace Barry's podcast. Grace has been taking a lot of heat from commenters asking why the hell she even hosted Boniblue. A lot of people disagree with what Boniblue does, but also that Grace didn't challenge her on any of her points. So Boniblue is a successful OnlyFans creator, and Boniblue is her stage name. I need to also caveat this by saying sex work is work. So Boniblue started her career with her ex-husband. They were together for a decade and they started making OnlyFans content. Bonnie then ended the relationship. The reason people appear to have a problem with Boniblue is because she sleeps with young, impressionable boys. She says that she has carved out a niche in the market where she sleeps with students, or schoolies as they are called in Australia. Bonnie will reveal her location and allow students to sleep with her for free, but in exchange, she is allowed to film it and use the content on her OnlyFans. People are saying that she is taking advantage of the young boys who don't know any better. Bonnie is saying that she is teaching them about safe
Bule-bule pada mengecamnya ya.
sex. Though people are coming for Grace for having Bonnie on her podcast, Bonnie knows exactly what she's doing, and it's working. She's been super controversial, saying that women should please their men, or if they don't, they can expect their men to cheat. This is obviously going to cause a reaction and create conversation around Boniblue, which will further boost her profile. Bonnie has also said that as well as sleeping with students, she will also sleep with their dads. Apparently, according to her, a lot of fathers hear about what's going on and want to join in on the action. Bonnie has also said that when students sleep with her, they have to bring ID and sign a consent form. A lot of people are arguing that because these boys are so young, they don't really understand their digital footprint, and this recording of them and Bonnie will last forever. A lot of people are also saying that Bonnie is exploiting these boys by making money off of them. She herself has said she has made millions of pounds. Bonnie has said the biggest amount of hate she gets is from middle-aged women who wish they could be her. There's no denying she is incredibly attractive, but she's also obviously very smart, courting controversy, and it's working. So far, Grace Barry hasn't commented on the backlash, but lots of people are now talking about Boniblue. What do you think? Let me know in the comment.
Disrespect has consequences. She came to Bali thinking that she could do whatever she wanted, but every single action has consequences. This woman, she is Boniblue, an adult content creator from England who came to Bali with a tourist visa. Yes, you heard it right. With a tourist visa, she did things in Bali that mostly normal human being like us would never ever imagine. Her actions violated public order and visa rules. She was trying to tape a porn video in public place in Bali. Yeah. So Indonesian authorities investigated and deported her, banning her from entering Indonesia for 10 years. That I hope actually our authorities will ban her for life. She was also sentenced to pay about $12 fine, about 200,000 rupiah. Yeah, welcome to Indonesia when justice is just only a word. But after being sentenced and deported and going back to London, she just didn't want to stop there. In front of Indonesian embassy in London, she spat on the flag of our country. Step on it, you know? This was more than a foolish behavior. It was more like an attack to Indonesia's dignity and pride. She was spitting and she was trampling on our dignity and pride and symbol of freedom. So the Indonesian embassy reported her action to UK authorities, ensuring accountability, and it's because our nation protects its symbol even abroad. Our flag, our history, our pride are sacred. We will not let anyone mock us, Indonesia. Stand proud, stand strong, Indonesia always. And let's hope after our embassy reported her to UK authorities that UK authorities will arrest her and let her rot in jail forever.
Negara manapun lo bakal marah ya kan. Oh, itu bendera, lambang negara. Apalagi perjuangan yang meraih kemerdekaan itu apa, nenek moyang kita sangat lelah memperjuangkannya, tempur habis-habisan, berjuang dengan darah tenaga. Karenanya dia melecehkan, ya kan.
I put a question to all Indonesian people. What's the one thing that pisses you off most in tourists and foreigners coming here to Bali? What's one thing we can stop doing to be a bit nicer to you and to be a little bit nicer to the environment, to their culture? Let me go first. I'm always so pissed when people who have stronger passports come here and they feel privileged. They feel like they are better because they have money and stronger passports. Like, it doesn't matter where you come from. Please just respect each other.
I've been in Bali for the last 4 years, and here's how to be a respectful fucking tourist when you come on holiday this year. Number one, do not by any means step on the daily offerings. They're called chamang sari. They're little baskets. Inside there's going to be like incense, rice, candy, and these are put out every single morning by the Balinese to honour the gods and like appease the lower spirits. Every single component in the basket has a spiritual meaning, and if you step on them, it's said that you will be cursed. Number two, I can't believe I still have to tell people this. Please stop stripping at sacred sites. So volcanoes, waterfalls, in fact anywhere in Bali, it is not acceptable to strip here. Bali is extremely cultural and it is very fucking inappropriate to strip. Even on the beaches, I see a lot of girls taking their little bikini tops off. You can't do that here. Do it from the privacy of your own villa if you really want to get a tan. There's no issue doing that. Please do not do it in public. It is considered extremely disrespectful. And number three, I think it's really fucking important that we all tip staff whilst we're here. So whether that's like when you get massages, whether that's when you've gone out for dinner, the local wage here is less than £200 a month, and the living costs have been rising extremely because so many people are fucking moving here. So please keep that in mind and just give a little tip whenever you get something done. It's not that hard.
Remember, you are a guest in Indonesia, so you have a responsibility to behave yourself. Day-to-day Indonesians typically
Orang bule-bule pada menghujat ya.
will treat you quite well. They're very welcoming. One of the key things you can really do to try and have a positive, strong relationship with people within Indonesia, doesn't matter if it's professional or day-to-day life, at least try to learn the language, try to integrate, try the food, be part of the culture here. Indonesian people, I would have to say, some of the nicest people in the world. One of the things you have to remember, if you're an expat or even a tourist in a different country, let's talk specifically about Indonesia. You're a guest in this country. It doesn't matter if you have a very high-level position in a large company or you're starting a small private business. You need to.
Oke, terima kasih telah menonton. Ya, itu tadi Boniblue ya guys. Terima kasih telah menonton video saya. Jangan lupa klik like dan komen. Jangan lupa di subscribe biar semangat bikin konten YouTuber pemula reaction guys. Dadah, assalamualaikum.